I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one of the So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. agproject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. That's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulsar Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. And we have some very exciting news. We've been crunching some numbers and looking at what the next payout of the next jackpot is. It's pretty damn tasty, if I do say so myself. And not just in like today's prices. I mean, we're down below $6. You can go pick up dark for less than $6. I if you're not doing that with at least some of your dry powder, I don't know what to tell you exactly. But I also put the link up here for you guys to join in comments. I've got the link to join being retweeted right now. In on Twitter, on X right here. And yeah, I'm really hoping somebody joins because I'm trying to eat a hot dog for dinner. And if you guys come take over and speak for a little bit, I can feed my face. That's great. So yeah, here's the link to join. It's also in our Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga. It's a Telegram. Tap in, just like Corey and Investor just wrapped. So yeah, someone jump in here and we will go from there. I've got some numbers. I'm really hoping the person that kind of crunched these numbers can join us. That would be cool. But yeah, the payout's ridiculous. The jackpot payout is bigger than it's ever been by magnitudes of 4. It's 4x bigger than our biggest one. I think our biggest one was like 11, 10 or 11 dark was our biggest payout. And yeah, this is much bigger. Elizabeth is in the house. What's up, Elizabeth? So good to see you. And I love that profile picture, dark matter right there. There's even a really cool animation of it in our Telegram. Shout out to Zephyr Trips. And yeah, we'll definitely want to check that out. Beautiful profile pic. So good to see you. Elizabeth, diehard Hexican, believe in yourself. These people have all been voting and tweeting about their votes on Twitter. So we appreciate that. Just getting on. Jackpot is what? Okay. So now that Corey's here, we can actually get into the alpha. I hold all the alpha until Corey makes it up here. Corey, which by the way, shout out for that amazing rap that we played at the beginning, Anti-Gravity Saga. Sorry, Dark Matter. That one is really good. So here's how the numbers break down. Last night I was adding them up and saying that the payout could be as high as 30 dark per winner, but I forgot to add up the jackpot that was over there. I was just doing the bonus. So if you add the bonus, yeah, it looks like 40 dark per winner, possibly 43.5 dark per winner. That's right. So, guys, if you gave up one dark to mint that fuel cell and it hits that third lottery, you will have made, you would have made 43,500% APY in 33 days. That's right. Now there's 906 winners in each of the drawings because that's how the math works out. And you have 1 in 20 chance of winning one of the drawings, by the law of averages, or just basically baked into there. That doesn't necessarily mean that if you mint 20, you'll definitely win one. It just means your chances are really good that you'll hit one of those three. So really the trick is to mint 60, because if you mint 60, you have a good chance of hitting one of each of the lotteries drawings. So yeah, he says, okay, let's go. This is insane. Some people are going to get back a huge stack of dark before the treasury even pays out into their piggy banks. And by the way, I think I started realizing this. A lot of people I've been talking to a lot of people and talking about NFTs, the fuel cells and stuff like that. They're like, we have no idea what you're talking about, Max. And I realized that I need to always go back to the basics and explain the 3 cool things about our NFTs. Number one cool thing about our NFT is it's community created art, whether it's a song, whether it's a video, whether it's a picture, whether it's a poem. It's going to have to do with our community and the story. But Rings of Dust. So Rings of Dust, so that's backwards in my camera. But Rings of Dust is a sci-fi novel where we're baking in a lot of these ideas and game theory and tokenomics. So going back, let me step back. The first thing our NFT is cool art. It's cool art. There's a limited number of the same print, so all of the NFTs look the same. There's no rarity or anything like that. Just by minting, just at the mint. So you get the cool art. The second thing is that every NFT is a lottery ticket for 33 days. So 33 days, you get a lottery ticket. Every single one of them is in the drawing, unless it wins. If it wins, it's not in the next drawing. But if it doesn't win, it goes through all 3 drawings. So you get a lottery ticket, you get a cool piece of art that has to do with a story and a community. And then after the 33-day lottery is over, this NFT turns into a piggy bank that fills up with dark every 45 days forever, basically. I mean, like, there'll get to a point where it'll just be dust of dark going in there. But that's it. Yeah. So you have cool art, a lottery ticket, and a piggy bank all wrapped into one NFT. I've never seen this done anywhere else. And I've never seen it done with a finite fixed supply of tokens ever. It's always been something where there's a giant treasury that slowly unlocks, or there's inflation and minting of the token that they're paying out to people, like in the What's NFTs that pay you ICOSA. COSA is inflationary currently. We'll see if they change that in the future. I think they will. Either way, I'm just saying, like, our NFT is different than any other NFT that you've played with. Our game is different. Our community is different. It's awesome. It's awesome. Diehard Hexkin, good evening, Max. Twice in one day catching you live. Oh man, that's crazy. Did you catch me this morning when I grabbed my coffee? We got Believe in Yourself here. Is that you in the background, or is that somebody else?
Oh, that's me, but that's the collector car feed. channel.
So you have a channel called Collector
Oh,
Car.
it's not my channel, but
That's a
it's a
motorized picnic table that's selling for.
yeah.
It was $10,000. They've dropped the price. They cut it by half, so you can own this picnic motorized picnic table for $5,000, folks. These are things that people should be spending their crypto gains on, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they are not being very kind with their reviews of this motorized picnic table.
What are some
The
of the reviews? Go ahead and read the reviews.
it's not the it's alive, and then they make content of it, but they remove the live right away because it would get taken down for this. A lot of the things they say, uh, yeah, they go pretty. They have no filters, so they go full degen into the in the name of comedy and humor.
It
I
sounds
mean,
like crypto Twitter.
yeah, I mean they know their stuff, they know their cars, but
Hmm.
yeah, they've done things like I think the first video of theirs I found was um, Cars Against Humanity.
Hmm.
Like
Cars
if you ever,
Against Humanity.
yeah, like if you've ever
Uh,
played Cards Against Humanity,
yeah, that
which
one's a fun game.
yeah, I
Kate
used to
Figure
do
says
that
I
online.
just. Oh, good.
Oh, go. I used to do that online for years.
Play Cards Against Humanity online.
Yeah, pretend you're Izzy. I think what was the was it? This was like 2010, 2011.
Yeah,
What
I've got a fun game I could probably play here called Gibberish, and it's where things are misspelled or they're spelled phonetically, and you have to kind of say them to figure out what the catchphrase is. Have you seen that one?
um I haven't seen it, but
Okay, maybe I'll bring it up sometime. We'll share it on stream. Cape says, I just commented on the wrong video. I thought that's weird. I thought this was live, lol. And it is, but I commented on the video that wasn't live. Anyway, all I want to say is don't worry about eating your hot dog on stream because I don't think the ketchup will show up on your shirt. No, it definitely might blend right in. It'll probably be like a dark mark, but that's okay. I might be able to wear this again to work tomorrow if I don't get it too filthy tonight while I eat my snacks. So, believe in yourself. Did you get a chance? Are you sitting on any J6 NFTs?
just a few.
Just a
Um,
few.
I can take a peek and tell you how many. Because things are, the budget is tight.
Hmm.
It's something that I guess that's going around. Um,
Yeah.
so let me take a look here and see. I mean, it shouldn't have been as tight, but the person that's supposed to pay me hasn't. So
Mm,
there's that.
you got to go break some legs.
It's tempting.
Kate Figure says, "Hi Max and all. Hex Glenn's in the house. What about making it a little bigger as a mobile pool? Are you talking about like the the mobile picnic table? All right. So what are you sitting on with J6?
Oh, I'm almost there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
you're good.
I'm just
Okay.
typing into the comments there.
Yeah. So if one of these
Yeah.
hits and you get paid 43 and a half dark, then what's your first move? Like that's a pretty good return on one dark,
It,
right?
it is. I'll be minting. I'll be minting some J7 fuel cells from that.
That's the winning move right there. That's the alpha. Jim Short's in the house. Hi, diehard Hexkin, Cape Vigor, Hex
Oh,
Glenn. So good to see you,
that's
Jim
me.
Short. You're
That's
Jim
me.
Short. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's actually a former supervisor's account that I have control over, because I made like a tribute video to him. He had ALS,
Hmm.
and when we signed his like retirement card, I wrote something that grabbed the attention of management, and they asked me to go around on company time and interview everyone that worked with him. and then put it all together like a tribute video. So I did that, and because he meant a lot to me. He lived really far up north. I took my wife up there to meet him, and that was a long drive. And he did that every day. I don't know how he did that every day. It was like 4.5 hours.
That was his commute?
That was his commute each way.
No, that's not a commute. That's insane.
Torture.
Tracy G in the place to be says, good evening, Tracy G. So good to see you. Did you mint for J6, Tracy G? That's what I want to know. Are you ready? Did you find them? Did you find your View My Fuel Cells? Believe in yourself. Oh, Tracy G did not vote. Did not mint. Unfortunately, it's hard. Like, it's going to be a really, really difficult in the future to mint the future journeys.
I have 4 J6 fuel cells. So
if one of those hits, then that's pretty good luck you got going on.
Indeed.
We got Pulse Jitsu with Fast Abdul. I'm here for the tech. You should be here for the lotteries and degenning, because we like to gamble here. And the winners coming up in about 9 days are getting the math says 43.5 dark per winner. I'm into this journey, says Corey. Corey minted this journey, and let's see who else. The Pink Miss Well came back and minted this journey, so the Pink Miss Well's got a stack. Randy Larsky's got a stack, and the evil address is, the whole reason that this was tripped in the first place was, the evil address saw that it had 3/4 of all the mints and said, I'm going to roll this before you guys can roll this on the next one. And so, yeah, it's crazy. But, if you can pick up, I keep telling people, I tweeted that dark's under $6. And so, you might be able to mint dark and journey 7 for under $6 a piece, which is insane. Kate Figor says, whoa, how many dark? 43.5 dark are going to be given out. Let me share my screen. I'm going to freeze my cute little face, as I say here. And we will get rid of that. And then we'll go small here in the corner. And we will, first of all, go to Twitter, where here you go. You can check out the stream we're on right now. You can join with this StreamYard link right here, just like Believe in Yourself did. And you guys can talk while I eat hot dogs. The verse is rolling right now. He's usually got a good group. And Triplet Dad is doing Burn It All. So he's doing his cigar one with RG3 right now. Let's take a look at that one.
So this is what else I got. These
it's
are
one of those brands. Oh yeah, I like those a lot.
Yeah. These are the 660s, the flatheads.
And
these are CAOs.
Press, right?
Yeah, it's box press. And let's see, they got the
Fast Abdul's here for the tech.
That one's a fat and long one. Those barber pole ones, man, I don't know why, but I always discriminated against them. They're some of the best smokes of those, right?
Really?
In every brand that I found so far.
I've had a hard time not discriminating against them myself, and I have not had one. Have you had that one that's it's like the St. Patrick's Day one?
I can't.
What's it called? The
believe it. There's like a trillion cigars in the world, and these guys have one of each kind. I can't believe that they all there's such a collection.
Irish names to it, but anyway, I'm here. It's supposed to be really good.
I've had one barber pole.
In the meantime, we'll check out Communities, the collective, while we're listening to these guys talk about cigars. Still sitting at 74 members.
Gone after those that much.
That's kind of sad. We need to hit 100.
As a rule of thumb, is I forget what it's called, the green wrapper.
Yeah, I've got one sitting in the Humi I haven't smoked yet.
It's just intimidating.
The Jamaican, right?
I don't know what it is, but the wrapper is green. I don't like freaking green wrapper.
Yeah.
just as a look, right? It doesn't. I had there's the green 858s. They have a Arturo Fuente 858 that's green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I tried that one, and it was okay, but I definitely like the other ones better.
I'll tell you what, this thing has a lot of smoke, though. I like
VX
the way it
is
smokes.
right. That's those are called Candela wrapper, yeah.
Candela, yeah. And this is smoking really nice. Getting deep into the first third here, getting deep into the first third is really nice. It was a little peppery at first. Now it's mellowing out, tasting really good.
Yeah, this is one that kind of makes me float like anti-gravity, you know.
Hear that? Pulse ray?
News going on.
X-ray?
Giving us some love.
If VX keeps spouting facts like that, like Camacho, Barber Pole, and Candela, you should come on this show, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get you on the show. So I'm gonna pop these CAOs open and see what we got here. Oh wow, this box don't have no.
Give them the good news about the dark.
Doesn't have any hinges.
Some of these guys were in the no permissions group.
Interesting.
Indeed.
And then
Indeed they are.
Oh, here they are. Oh, that's cool.
So check this out. As they're talking, I am literally talking to Ping as well. Ping as well is checking out the liquidity. Let's see here. You should have there. The Ping as well is asking what I think about liquidity, where we should start liquidity with Pink Miss Well and possibly Hex again. It would be great to have your guys' input on that. I mean, obviously, we don't want to jump back in with $500,000 like he did back in the day, because well, it worked back then. But are you into cigars, Max? I've tried. I'll puff them in my mouth with another thing that I smoke, but usually not by themselves. Like I've gotten into cigars just so I can hang out with Marcus and RG3, you know. As it stands, I got 6 dark to mint for Journey 7. Hopefully I'll win some more in the big jackpot. I hope so too. That would be great. AJ Rip City Hex is in the house. What's up, AJ? So good to see you, man. Let's see if they've read my other message about the dark here.
And then they have the 8-8.
These guys can go on for days and days about cigars, man. Cigars are just like they're the bougie cigarette, man. Welcome home, all. Those Pink Miss Well deals are amazing. They really are. Like, you can get 10. I met RG3 on 23 Cruise. He's super nice guy. Yeah, I've hung out with RG3 many times, and he's a good dude. That puffing combo is way over my head. Ha ha. Yeah, I don't know much about those cigars either. But yeah, like I was saying, what do you guys think? Let me get some comments here in chat. Let me know, what do you guys think we should start the pairs at? Let's see. Let me see. I was just asking him. I was telling him I want the Pink Miss Well pair to be the biggest pair out of Pink Miss Well and out of dark. And he's sitting on about 68%, 684 million of them, which let's copy that and put that in Pateus and see what that's worth right now. Let's see here. Pink Miss Well. Let's put his number in there and see what it values the Pink Miss Well at right now. If you were to, oh, come on, baby, paste. No, it's not doing it. What was it? Let's see here. Copy that. Let's paste that in Pateus here and see what its value with those at. It's not doing it. Okay, so what's the number? The number is 684.4. We'll just go with 684.4. 684.4000000. Yeah, so sitting on about $100,000 of Pink Miss Well right now. Okay, you should have about 100K. Yeah, you should have about 100K. And then I'll put in parentheses the 684.4. And I should also let him know, trying to get more people sending it your way. And then I think if you took about 50K, maybe even 100, if you 100K is a lot to start to throw into liquidity right now, especially on red days like we've had today in crypto, right? Biggest pair, we're still talking about Crypto Max. Yes, we are talking about the biggest pair. LOL, I don't need any more of that shit. Yeah, they contributed to my heart attack. Okay, so they're talking about the cigars here. And then I'm going to say, how does 50K each of Hex and Dark sound ? He says, oh, wow, I didn't even know I even had that much liquid hex to fully pair everything. LOL. Yeah, no, it's 100. That's, I want to say that's Pink Miss Well token. That's 100K. So yeah, you guys let me know what's going on here. What do you guys? I think 50K of each, like to bump our hex version. Like, so let's go to dark and hex right here. Dark hex. Right now there's 2K of liquidity right there. So if we bump this up to 100K liquidity with dark and hex, and we took the next right up on hex, that should definitely pull up dark with it, which would be great. And then if we had a big liquidity pair with dark and pink miss well, which we got, this is the biggest pair, I believe, 18K of liquidity right now, and it is just it's just plummeting because of the pink miss well, and I'll tell you why that is. So there's a 18K liquidity here, but in pink mist well, there's 36, almost 37K of locked liquidity with Pulse from Pump.Tire. So this liquidity is always going to be locked in there. And as Pulse goes down, it's going to pull Pink Mist Well down with it, and that's going to pull Dark down with it because of Hart's Law. But it works in reverse also. So if we had put out liquidity down in here, you know, when Pink Mist Well was $100 for a million, and then it went up with Pulse, then Dark would be, you know, pulled up as well, which is great. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have 50K worth of Dark that I could start with. Awesome. Yeah, I'll do that later tonight. Awesome. So look for some serious liquidity to be added to Dark Matter. If you guys are wanting to, so if you guys are wanting to buy some cheap Dark and not eat as much slippage, that opportunity may come tonight and in the morning, as you know, the market's bleeding. Let's go back here. No, still not seeing anything about liquidity here. You guys, your feedback is not great so far, but we appreciate it there. Let's go along to. I'm going to start to my boomer tabs, and you chip in if you see something you want to add or talk about. Jump in here, believe in yourself, and I'll come back and I'll check the green room to see if anyone else joins us. You guys join us on stream here. Click the StreamYard button, even if it's on your phone, even if you're sitting, you know, in front of the TV. Just mute it while you're talking and join us. I love the feedback. So yeah, like I said, CryptoCat has 5 votes on his insanely cool poem up here, that's a crime. You guys got to get in here and do that. Steve Stash is sitting at 11 votes for his super community man, one that I love very much. The Steve Stash race car is sitting at 23 votes. Let's see here. Axiom Icons music video is, excuse me, is at 13 votes. And then Bright Light's hand painted face from X-Ray Chick is sitting at 18 votes. So guys, get in here and vote, and also throw your hat in the ring. Throw some art up here and start pumping it, getting people into this community. Dr. Doge, the CFD token from Richard Hart that has come to life on Pulse Chain after 7 years of him talking about it, is got its payout in 3 hours and 5 minutes. And if you look at my folding at home, not to brag, but this is what I was looking at. Look at these work units. So these are all completed tasks that paid me points. So these are points per day. So these are in the millions of points. And I'll show you what that translates to in tokens and money. But yeah, I leave my graphics card right here, going my NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. I leave that thing running and mining and folding proteins and saving the world, basically, is what I'm doing. Just curing cancer and stuff, and no big deal. Just making life better for everyone with the help of folding at home and Dr. Doge. And you can actually look at this project number. You can go to projects and see, like, this is one that I'm working on right now, 18256. So if we go down to 18256, we'll figure out what we're working on there, what we're lending our GPUs to. 18256 right here. This one is targeting Alzheimer's, which is something I care about. I have that running in my family, my grandparents and so forth. Definitely got dealt with Alzheimer's towards the end of their life. So this is kind of cool, but it's talking about the forces on water and how the water affects the intrinsically disordered protein and how that's affecting the brain. And so it says here, the parameters of govern underlying physics of a simulation and the accompanying models of water have favored well-folded proteins. So we're doing these math problems that are simulating folding proteins and giving these researchers some information to work on new treatments and experiments in treating Alzheimer's and cancer and other things. Some of these are really cool. They're like force fields of like they're simulating hitting water with different forces and how it affects the water and how that would also affect the ATOC. Working to understand why protein APOE is strongly correlated with Alzheimer's disease. So they're looking at correlations and things like that, which is very valuable. And I love being a part of this. And then let me show you guys what I've actually been paid just about every night when this payment comes through here of Dr. Doge token, which, by the way, there's something about mining it which makes you appreciate it that much more. You know, I mean, like when you mine a token, it kind of feels like you're giving birth to it, or like you help build it or create it. And so I definitely don't want to sell these tokens like I see. So I got 11 Dr. Doge last night. I got 21 before that. I got 3. No, those are actuator tokens that we got back that we claimed. Let's see here. Here's 22 Dr. Doge, 6 Dr. Doge, 13 Dr. Doge. And so let's see what that equals in USD. I have amassed 176 Dr. Doge, 176.9, nice, and that's worth $2.72. And I've been mining pretty regularly for over a week. So over a week, I don't even know what this is costing me in electricity, but I do have the Dr. Doge to show for it. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of cool to mine your own a token like this and bring it into the world. So that's our friends at Dr. Doge. You can check them out at drdoge.net. They have a step-by-step process to download folding at home and then put your wallet address in it and connect it to their team. And then they give you credit for the proteins that you fold. It's pretty dang cool. My favorite website in the entire world, agproject.io. Also, well, we had beta up because we were using the scrape button. We could say goodbye to beta for now. We can go to the main page here on agproject.io. You got the countdown timer for the lottery in 9 days. And so that's lottery 3. And then once this counts down, you're going to have the minting phase of Journey 7. And that lasts for 7 days. You have 7 days to mint now or forever hold your peace. And that'll be going into the next set of lotteries. And we have no idea if it's a tiny mint again. The evil address might trigger the scrape again on the third one and continue rolling its own lottery into its own hands, rather than letting the collective do it on one of the bigger mints. But if you go to my fuel cells right here, you can see right here where this is a dark dolphin. It'll show you your league right here. It'll show you how many more NFTs you need to reach the next one. For us, it's the Sonic Shark. And and you can go by current price. You can go by all-time high, moon math. You can put whatever number you want in here. Sometimes I put a silly number in there just to see if you guys are paying attention. But at the current price, it'll tell you the cash value of every single NFT. So every Journey 1 NFT, if you were to vaporize right now and dump your half a dark, you'd get $3.17. So it shows you the current cash value and then the projected cash value, and it shows you the next payments coming up. So it shows you how much it's going to be worth. So all the J1s that are worth $3 right now in cash value, if you wait 9 days for the next payout, they'll be worth $4.60. Journey 2 is worth $2.29. In 9 days, it's going to be worth $3.39. So these payouts are growing. They're going to get bigger and bigger. They're going to plateau and peak, and then they're going to drop significantly as the treasury is paying out all these journeys every 45 days. So like after Journey 1, the treasury just had to pay 3% out to Journey 1, and that was it. But once Journey 2 started, it had to pay 5.7% out between Journey 1 and Journey 2. And then when Journey 3 came out, it had to pay something like 7 or 8%, then 11%, then so on. So by the time we get done with the 33 journeys or the 33 chances to mint, the treasury will be paying out 30% of everything it holds every 45 days, and that will not take long to deplete it. However, by then, almost the entire supply of dark should basically, is going to be wiped off out of everyone's wallets. So if you're sitting on dark and you don't mint or provide liquidity in the next 4 years, you stand a risk of losing that dark. It will be destroyed forever. So if it's not being used to benefit the system, it is destroyed. It's nuked. It's vaporized, to use one of our favorite terms. Coming down here, Journey 5 is the smallest mint by far, only 8% of all the NFTs in it. And that's only because the collective has not swooped in and nuked the evil address. So if it nukes the evil address, then Journey 6 will be much smaller than Journey 5. It'll only have like 17,000 NFTs, whereas Journey 5 has 26,000, and it's, like I said, it's very small. The largest journey by far, if you guys are looking at reallocating your balance of your portfolio of fuel cells, Journey 4 was the biggest by far with 74,515. And then, after that, it was Journey 3 was 55,000. So the user mints went up until Journey 4, and they dropped dramatically afterwards. But we know that the evil address has been wiped out of Journey 1, Journey 2, Journey 3, and almost all of Journey 4 and 5. However, the collective could not vaporize or nuke the lottery winners from 4 and 5 because the evil address hadn't been scraped. Well, guess what, folks? Now it has been scraped. And even the first 2 lotteries of Journey 6, the first 2 lottery drawings have been scraped. So all these have been scraped right here. And that's why the payout is bananas. It's absolutely insane how big that is. Okay, let's see who else is here. We got no one else in the green room. Yeah, the last joke we had was still biggest pair. So we're talking about the biggest pair right there. And then, like I said, you can pick up dark for a measly $6.12 on the wrapped pulse pair, which has how much liquidity is here? There's only $1,000 liquidity between pulse and dark. But yeah, look at that drop right there. Like, this is a silly price. You see we're right down, almost back down to all-time lows since launch was like $5. And we had a nice spike during the first little bear. Second little bear was, a nothing burger. It didn't really dump. It didn't really pump. And now this third bear, this big ass bear head we have here that's going down 9 days from now, which I believe is the 23rd. So we got to move this face over to the 23rd right there. That's where it is. And then right after that is when the minting phase starts for Journey 7. So I don't know what's going to happen with the crypto market and stuff. The crypto market is bloody and a mess today. It's totally back into its emo Depeche Mode era, where it's just depressed and hanging out in its room. But yeah, this is insane. Like I said, we went from $1 to $135 in the first 10 days or so, and then Pulse Chain was murdered repeatedly. We can see ourselves go down. We pulled a lot of liquidity, which probably saved us. We would probably be down much lower if the liquidity had pulled us down harder and further. But that is, excuse me, that's where it's at right now. You can buy dark for $6, and then in 9 days, you can go to minting when this minting window opens for 11 days, and you can mint to your heart's content. And if Journey 7 is anything like Journey 6, you might be kicking yourself for not minting some J7s. I'm just saying that the evil address keeps dumping money into the treasury. It keeps dumping money into the lottery, and it hasn't worked out so well for the evil address. That's why the evil address is so salty. So check that out. And then Pink Miss Well, you can get 1 million Pink Miss Well right now for $164. You can send it to the Pink Miss Well address and get 10 J6s for the lottery coming up and a dark. So you get 10 J6s, you get a dark. And that's incredible. This is still a great chart, even considering this stump right here, even considering the pulse pumping against it, and it showing us, it's weakening against pulse. It did an insane run against pulse. I think it will again, but then it's lost traction. So make Pink Miss Well great again, right? So that's Pink Miss Well chart. Yeah, there's not much else. Like I said, the evil address has been completely scraped. The treasury has a third of the whole supply in it. 34.5% of the entire supply is in the treasury. 10% of the supply has already been paid out to the NFTs. It's still paid out to the NFTs even after the evil address being wrecked. And as you see, I got 118 fuel cells here. This is just going to keep going up. This is going to keep going up until it doesn't. And then, like I said, there's just everything is designed to take dark matter off of the market. So yesterday we were sitting at $122,000 Bitcoin. Today we're sitting at 118,000. Not bad. It's it's definitely broke this range that it was in from the 11th, the middle of July to the end of July. But then it pops back up, and we're probably going to be doing another Bart Simpson head. See these Bart Simpson heads right here? A lot of Bart Simpson heads in Bitcoin on the yearly chart. So looking for another Bart Simpson, hopefully a pump up, another Bart Simpson. We'll just have to wait and see. Ethereum was just screaming at like $4,800 yesterday. Today, it's taken a little break, not a horrible break. It's still up around the previous high, which we like to see. And then we'll see if it takes three taps on the door for it to break that one. Actuator Finance, our $60 investment is now worth $160 after about 4 months. We got 550 actuator that have been given to us as a reward for farming the liquidity pair between Hex and the Hex time token. And if we go to Hocus Pocus, you can see that 550 actuator token are worth 19 cents. We've already taken profit of $14 on a $60 investment. That's insane. Right there, that's insane by itself. And not to mention that, the price appreciation of Hex and Hex time tokens, which go together because they're liquid T-shares, that has also made us insane returns. It's currently 22.5% APR. It was as high as 126% APR, but dang, folks. Let's see what else is going on here. A lot of red. Like I said, here's Dark and Pulse, just dripping. This is either a cliff that we're about to fall off and go back to $1, or this is hot lava, and the jump back up to 20, 50, or $130 is not. There's a lot of blue sky up here. That's all I'm saying. I do know there is one gentleman that just got a job, and he is DCAing his paychecks into Dark. I've heard just rumors of that going on. Dark and Homie Don't Play That has $6,000 of liquidity. No, $12,000 of liquidity. It's up at 620 right now. Homie Don't Play That was at 6 cents. I really would love for Homie Don't Play That to get back up to 6 cents, down here around the 2 cent range right now. Let's see here. Hex, our baby Hex, is still above a penny, and you got a little ascending triangle right here. That if this baby breaks out, then we can come up here and we can test the 2 cent and the 3 cent range. Blue sky. There's blue sky here, guys. That's all I'm saying. And if we get that liquidity paired with Hex and Pink Miss Well, yeah, Dark $6 Dark is it's a stupid cheap price. The Yep token is just melting faces and going on a rampage, trying to break this previous high right here, this just local high right there, and then go back up to test this. I think this is all-time high right there. Yeah, that might be the all-time. No, not all-time high, is a little higher. Got some crazy wicks at the beginning of Yep token. Good shout out to Bright Light Killer member of the community, no permissions community. And then of course here's our breakout of Pulse, which is looking great. We might have to do some channel trending up. And but this right here, this is a good price for that one. Dark and Hex, like I said, this one has 2K liquidity. You might wake up tomorrow to like 100K liquidity. So you might want to buy some Dark before stuff goes banana on the next rip. Also, you got the Dark and no permissions pair. And that's got 6K of liquidity. It's a 620. And did you want to say hi? Hexray Chick was in here for a second. Didn't know if she wanted to join the stream. So yeah, this one's 620 again. Whew. I mean, this might be a bottom. Who knows? It's crypto. Anything could happen. Let's see. Solid X. We've got some liquidity in Solid X in the Homie Don't Play That farms. That's at $12.67, and the Solid X supply is 21 times greater than Dark supply, and it's at $12. So I'll let you guys draw those lines if you want. Dark and Pink Miss Well, this is a nice healthy 19K of liquidity. Could go much higher with the Pink Miss Well's assistance, and that one's at 620 as well. I mean, $235 of volume in the last 24 hours. So even though the price is kind of dipping on some of this stuff, the sells are negligible, very small sells right now. Not a lot going on, just Hart's Law for the most part. Magic Harper Ride, shout out to Marcus, aka Triplet Dad, talking right here about cigars.
How are you going to get it? How are you going to get it down to the pin size there?
Tweezer, grab it with the tweezers up here someplace.
Yeah.
So Magic Carpet Ride, which is involved with 0x Bistro, the best place for OTC deals on Pulse Chain. You can sell any token you want, buy any of these tokens, usually at a discount, without hurting the chart, and you can name your price. So this is an excellent way to take profit in the coming bull, because as these prices get juicy, people will snatch them up, and then all you got to do is come back and redeem them. So you can pick up your stable token, your DAI from Ethereum, your Hex, your Pulse. You can pick up any of these tokens whenever you want. You're not going to miss it like you might if you provide single-sided liquidity to take profits. Yeah. So Magic Carpet Ride also right up there with Yep token, Melting Faces. I'm looking forward to some news from that camp of some other stuff. It's very cool. The print token from the ink printer, champagne bottle up, champagne bottle down, and some ranging Fast Abdul is here earlier. I think he just has a bot that goes and says, I'm here for the tech, and he just sets it to everything. So you're getting paid this as an incentive to take out loans in the ink printer protocol. And then, of course, we got our friend at Proof of No Work Dev. Again, another local high, another higher low. This is some really beautiful management of liquidity and token supply by our friend Proof of No Work Dev. This is a tax token. I believe it's 5%. I need to have him back on here. He's definitely a great guest, and he knows a lot about a lot of things. So shout out to him. Shout out to Carpe Diem. It is on a tear right now. This is the first retirement fund on blockchain. You can buy this token, you can burn it or invest it in your retirement, in your pension, and then as this token gets more rare over time, you can take profits in it, and you can also turn it over to your kids because it's on blockchain. So this kicks the shit out of your 401ks right now. This is where I would go for retirement. Shout out to Carpe Diem. We're usually voting for them on Coin Market and retweeting Seeley's posts. He is a huge part of what's made anti-gravity tick. Cannot say enough good things about him and his project. PulseX right here, still ranging, getting tighter, but PulseX is beating this shit out of Wrapped Pulse, the layer 1 token. It is much stronger, and there's a lot of cool stuff being built and played with right now on top of PulseX. The Fitzgerald company has taken a huge dive. Like this thing, we were buying. Everyone was aping into here. Now, did the founders reload right here? Or did the founders, go take some profit? Let's actually look at that supply right now on PulseChain Scanner. We're going to copy the TFC address right here, ends in A5DE. We're going to paste it into this search bar right here. And we are going to look at the holders. So if you look at the holders here, 686 holders. Yeah, these guys used to have about 30% each. Now they have 29% each. I don't know if they took profits. I don't know if this is just because but they claim they only take profits through liquidity providing, which means they only take profits when the price goes up. So they would have been taking profits. And you can probably, I'm sure you could track down their liquidity providing positions on here somehow. But yeah, so they would have been selling a little bit, but they haven't sold out much. I mean, the 30 to 29%, they're definitely not the ones dumping, Wow. So yeah, the Fitzgerald company's supply's looking pretty good. The liquidity, where's their liquidity? So there's one with 8 million TFC right here. Is that the liquidity providing, the biggest liquidity provider? Let's see here. Yeah, there's only 8 million TFC worth 235, and the Wrap Pulse is 235. So nothing to sneeze at, nothing to make fun of. Almost half a million in liquidity right now. And so, yeah, they've got good liquidity. So, wow, that is crazy that 1% of their token basically is worth $235,000. Market cap at 27 million, also nothing to sneeze at. That is, yeah, I would say these, I wonder if these founders are reloading under some of these other addresses here. You know, maybe they're picking some up in some of these other addresses. You'd think they would buy back in at these addresses, but I don't know. And that's crazy that they're not taking profit on these because these are not locked in liquidity. This is locked in liquidity. So I guess you'd have to go down here to some of these other ones and see if they're V3 liquidity and see if that's where they're taking their profits from. But it's not I mean, this is what happened when with Hart's Law. You know, Pulse has a bad day. Everything connected to it has a bad day. But definitely some people that probably bought in here or here, some early people are dumping, taking that profit and enjoyed it. Hopefully they enjoyed it. I would recommend maybe buying some Dark with your profits at this point. Hex Time token on day 7,000. This matures on day 7,000. It's at about 60 or about half of the price of a Hex right now. The day 5,000 is a little bit more. It's you know, at about 60% of a Hex today. The day 3,000 is just under. It's like 90% of a Hex, give or take. It's basically much closer, much higher. The delta is much lower. The time that you got to wait, which is what we call the delta in cool trader and investor speak, delta. The delta here is much smaller, so the gap's much smaller. Inc, the incentive token, sitting below $2 today, getting dragged down a little bit by the ecosystem and the whole market. It's not just Pulse, guys. The whole market just went down and ugly today, as you can see by Bitcoin and Ethereum. Dragon Believer is still sitting up here at this all-time high since launch. You know, since the bots dumped the. Holy crap. Actually, no, this isn't the bots. This is the hacker. This is the hacker right here that dropped the price, and it's been coming back up to where the hack price. So that's really bullish to see that recover. Even though it did take from February till now, recovery is a recovery, and that it's looking pretty good. I mean, let's take a look at it. Supply, Dragon ends in 9F93. We're going to copy that. We'll paste it here where we had the Fitzgerald Company. And let's take a look at this supply. So there's only 62 holders of Dragon. The liquidity address, see, this is the opposite of what we saw in the Fitzgerald Company. 34% of it, a third of it is locked up in liquidity. And then you got some with 10%, 10%, 10%. So I'm guessing this is the same group of individuals or friends. They probably know each other. Then you got 9, 7, and it drops off a cliff. Like the number 50 holder of Dragon Believer is a liquidity providing smart contract, and it has 640. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like paired to either Pink Mistwell or Dark. But anyways, yeah, this is a very interesting project as well, and I think we'll see more of this paired with Pink Mistwell as time goes on. So that's the Dragon Believer. Bria, the token adopted by Rackham Marshall, is not great. It was great. I mean, it was a beautiful rocket ride up to here, and then yeah, made some dumpage going on for the last week or so in Bria. Dr. Doge saving the world one folded protein at a time, is having a down day. But this is the interesting thing about Dr. Doge that is fantastic. There is a $60,000 market cap. There's 88,000 in locked forever liquidity. If you go to their website, you can see the audit and the code that locks this liquidity. It has more liquidity than market cap, tied with Pulse. So check that out. Like obviously it's going to do bad on the days that Pulse does bad, but I mean, This is a nice bull flag right here. This is textbook bull flag. This is what they show you when you're taking a course, and they're like, "Oh, this is a bull flag, bull pennant." If this breaks the resistance of 1 penny, it'll be very interesting to see the next stop that it makes. Just saying. I mean, I've got $2 of this token, so I'm pretty heavily invested. I'm pretty biased. My bags are packed. I kid. Okay, let's go back here. Let's check this. Steve's in the house. Better late than never. Good to see you, buddy. Crypto Cat, get in here if you can. I was just telling people, Crypto Cat is a person who has been digging through the pulse chain scanner and adding up all of the rolls, scrape and rolls of the evil address. And so his math is much closer to mine. That's where we get the 43.5, which is, it's just bananas. It's bananas. Alamo. We like Alamo. Alamo is also got this does not look like the Bria chart. Do you see what I'm saying? There is a clear difference between this and the Fitzgerald Company chart, TFC, and the Bria. So if you look at Bria is a candy cane, right? Alamo is a little bit of a candy cane, but it's more of like if this softens out here, then this might be the team reloading. I know they burnt a silly amount of tokens. There's a very small fee on this one. I think it's like 1.5% getting in and a few percent getting out. And that is being locked in liquidity. I mean, look at this. You got, well, actually, this is not that good. 73 grand of liquidity. So it is easy to pump. And $2.4 million market cap. So this is much closer to what you see with Dark Matter's liquidity. So those are the charts. We went over Hocus Pocus. You can see your Homeo played-out farms. You can see your actuator farms. You can see your two Fux farms. You can see your Magics, which is Hocus Pocus's farms. You can see your emit farms. You emit homies. So that's cool. Pulse Market app. There were some NFTs for sale here last week. That Amish kid, a few people were fixing blown up motors at home, and they had set these, like, staggered them at $30, $40, $50, and I'm pretty sure they're all gone now. Yep, nope, no NFTs for sale. You cannot buy a J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, J6. No one's selling them right now. It'll be really interesting if some of the J6s win the lottery and you're able to scrape them and they show up here for some silly price. I can see someone taking an ultra rare unscraped J6 lottery 3 jackpot winner, putting it on here and having a hell of a premium. That would be a lot of fun to see people trading winning NFTs and regular NFTs on here. This is where it's all headed. It's all headed to trading your trading cards here. It's all just like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, basketball, baseball cards. This is where it's going. It's going to the trading floor right here. If you don't want to break open your piggy bank and shoot yourself in the foot for all future returns and the price appreciation of Dark, you can come here and you can take profit. Someone who is still willing to sit there with the marshmallow and not eat the marshmallow can watch their piggy bank continue to fill with Dark. So this is the alpha move, is to mint the hell out of Dark into the fuel cells. And then when the time comes to take profit, it's to come here to Pulse Market app. Now, don't get me wrong. People are going to be incredibly impatient. They're going to vaporize. They're going to dump. That's cool. That's built into the game. That's baked into the tokenomics because that's one person less that you have to compete with for treasury yield. But that being said, like, this is part of me loves the fact that there's no NFTs for sale. Part of me wishes there was a couple just to see where the market is placing these prices. So, Coin Market League, get over here every single day like Die Hard Hexkin, like believe in yourself, like Elizabeth Mack, like a bunch of people who are sharing this on Twitter and getting that engagement. It looks like Hex is up to 16. That is not great. That's not great at all. We need to get Wild SJ back in here pumping this votes and getting the Hexcan army, because Hex should be melting this website, completely melting it. Carpe Diem, like I said, pension Carpe Diem is just so elegant and so good at the tokenomics of scarcity that I can't say enough good things about Carpe Diem. It is very, very nice. Yeah, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was about to leak some alpha, and I was like, bit my tongue. Dark Matter doesn't have any votes today, folks. It is the last 24 hours. It needs some love. Go give some love to Dark. I think actually it does have some. I think that they just reset this or something like that, because I did see some tweets today.
I remember doing it.
On that, we'll post that. Go ahead. Believe in yourself. Are you jumping in?
Oh, I remember voting today.
Oh yeah. See. So I'm not sure if it's resets or whatever, but anyways, just give some love to that. And then of course I always like to give love to Hocus Pocus. And tweet that out. Again, Coin Market League is really good at engagement and replying and retweeting these posts and getting the word out there. So feel free to do that. Still watching these guys
and
here. What are they talking about now?
So you don't have to stake every 2 weeks, but you know, a dollar costing yourself in every 2 weeks is good, especially when you got a bull run coming, you know, because your cost is getting more expensive. So yeah, don't sit on your cash. Of course, you know, get your Hex as soon as you can if you're in a bull market situation. In a bear market situation is different. Maybe you can sit on some stables for a month and then buy some Hex or whatever. But in this situation where we don't know where one.
All right. So they're talking about taking profit and managing your Hex stakes. Sounds like they need to be, like I said, I'm still blown away. Everyone's not talking about Actuator. The returns are insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I don't have anyone else in my green room. I was trying to lure.
That's a good song.
It is a good one. I was texting with CryptoCat today, and he told me the payout for the next lottery, and I said that's insane. He said that's insane in the membrane, and I replied insane in the brain, and then he replied, "You must be on your lunch break." And I was like, "Yeah, I am. That's why I'm so quick to respond." There we go. Yeah, there's one for me for each J6 fuel cell. There's one for what?
Oh, earlier I had 4 of me on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, hi cat. Not dark related, but I have a theory. If you look at tokens with the current biggest dips to their previous all-time high, they look super bullish. Just saying. That is dark related, because look at our dips here. We seem to have hit a floor. I hope we've hit a floor, but you never know. Going here to squirrels.pro. This is where we are looking at the money moving around in the scrape. But yeah, he has Codex, which is a blockchain explorer that gets better by the day. He has a bunch of other stuff that he's cooking up here. He's got Squirrels, Sentinel, Trinity, Nuts, and Token, which is a token launcher and management dashboard right here. So the live beta is here, so you can connect your MetaMask. You can deploy a token. You can see your connection status, basic token details. You can create the initial supply. You can just put how many decimals you want in that bad boy. We have 18 here in dark. Bonus points, if you guys can tell me the name of a 100 million of what equals 1 dark. Tell us what dark is broken up into in comments. And
Pink Miss Whale.
that would be badass if it was Pink Miss Whale. But yeah, just go here, and there's just insanity. We are one of the honored to be one of the friends and partners, along with TFC, Vic, the Vets and Crypto Foundation, Sloth, Ocelot, Tetra, Hocus Pocus. These guys are He's making a great network here. He's building some really, really top notch stuff. He even has been working on something that I can't even talk about, but it's blown my mind. Yeah, that cool stuff. Let's see, error timed out. That's where we were watching that stuff. Here's dark. Like I said, you don't have enough dark. There's 42% in the treasury and the NFTs. There's a third of it, 35% in the evil address. All of those 355,000 dark are going to end up in the lottery, in the treasury, because the evil address does nothing but mints more than everyone else combined. It's just a savage. And then you got the mystery box sitting at about 5%. You've got this mystery well sitting at less than 4%. The pink mist well sitting at 1.5%. So pink mist well's got 15,565 in this wallet. I mean, I'm not trying to dox him or anything when it comes to liquidity providing, but if he needs help with liquidity providing, I'm betting that the mystery box might step in and pump that up at 15,656. What's the and this isn't counting his insane fuel cell collection, what that's worth in cash value. But in dark, let's see, what do you say about 115,000? It's like 15,000 is about 93,000 in dark. So I'm actually going to say, I'm going to let him know if he wants more liquidity in dark, then yeah, if you need more dark, the mystery box is happy to help out. Okay. Winky face. So, all right, that's sent to Pink Miss. Well, he knows what's up now. Yeah, there's just so much of the supply is wrapped up in these top 10 addresses, which include 4 smart contracts. This right here. Oh, this is a V3 right here, which is locked up with Pink Miss Well, and I think we're going to see this pulled, and I think we're going to see this liquidity pair go to V2 with either Pink Miss Well tokens or with Hex or something to that effect. This would be very interesting. Very, very interesting. It'd be great to someday have a huge liquidity pair with a stable token like DAI, or maybe one that comes out in the future. Xerox Speedster's got a good deal on ST Pulse. It's got a good deal on Magic Carperite 369. When this shows up, this doesn't show up that often, but when it does, it usually gets sucked up pretty fast. Let's see how many. 56% of them have been bought. 21% of the ST Pulse has been bought. None of this has been bought at the bottom that's out of the money because it's red. This is not a good deal. It might be a good deal in the future during a bull run, but these are basically forgotten orders, I think, that someone set and has not come back to check on. But if we were to get all of these right here, looks like there's a couple grand. So $1,800 worth of Magic Carperite is still left in here for people to soak up, and that might have a crazy cool use in the future, knowing Marcus Triplet data in that group, So checking the green room. Nobody's in the green room. Shh, Max. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of blue sky on these charts, and I think we finally done, paid our penance to the crypto gods. I've capitulated and gotten a regular 9-to-5 job. RG3 has been posting some of his days back at work, grabbing some money for DCAing. So that might be, that could very well be that could be the bottom signal right there.
Could be.
Is me getting a job. RG3 is like, because I got to the point, honestly, and I know you're probably not supposed to talk about this on stream and dox yourself, but there's a point where I couldn't sell Hex at this price, right? I'm looking at penny Hex. I believe with all my heart it's going to $1 or more. So to sell 1 penny Hex is it just turns your soul inside out. It rakes your soul. It's heartbreaking. And I'm not going to sell dark. Like, I will live under a bridge and make paper mache piñatas. before.
Having lived under a bridge, I can say, well, not
What's
ideal.
that?
Oh, well, the summer of 23, when I was on the street for a while. Yeah, under a bridge, not always the best place. I preferred under bushes, but yeah, I hung around. I snuck into the subways a lot. I key to the washroom, so
Yeah.
that helped.
You gotta. Can you turn your gain up a little bit? You're very quiet compared to me. I'm assuming. I don't know through the audio.
Is this? How's this? Is this better?
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's way better. I can hear you much better there. So that's it. We've gone through all my boomer tabs. We've talked about the insane payout. Again, if you guys go here to the collective, or if you just go to my profile and you scroll down, you're going to see the Pink Miss Well deal. And the Pink Miss Well deal is just going to get better and better and better. So whether you're using it to cash in for J6s right now, or whether you cash in for J7s or something else in the future, these prices are insanely low for Pink Miss Well. To get 1 million Pink Miss Well and send it to the Pink Miss Well address, you don't have enough Pink Miss Well. You don't have enough dark. You sure as hell don't have enough J6s. And so let me just throw that to you guys. Oh my gosh, I played half homeless on the Pacific Coast Trail. There's always ways to cut. LOL. Yeah, there's always ways to cut when you're out there. Shout out to Casey the Hexagon. I got one of the stamped hats from Casey the Hexagon that I'm wearing right now. Good to see you. Casey, he's the one that we have in honor. We have Casey's candle. Casey is the one who set our all-time high of $135 dark. So he made that top, made that wick, and we will forever love and honor Casey for doing that wick. And in the future, I'm going to do my damnedest to make that look like a good buy. Because remember, at one point, $1,000 for Bitcoin was an all-time high. And then the price went to $150 after that. In 2015, that's when I found out about Bitcoin, is when it had just dropped from 1,000 to 150. And people were probably just totally kicking themselves and dying with the idea that, oh my gosh, like I bought the top, I bought $1,000 Bitcoin, FOMOing into it, and now it's worth $100, $150. I mean, it bounced back up to 300 pretty quickly, but that's when I was like buying Bitcoin and running nodes and learning about crypto. Was back there in 15. And so Casey's candle, like I said, someone made that top of $1,000 in Bitcoin, and had they held to today, they look like a genius. So our job here at Anti-Gravity Project is to make Casey look like a genius. I feel like it's in the card, it's on the roadmap, it's on my to-do list, is make Casey's candle look like a good entry at some point in the future. And I think we're doing a really good job with the scarcity of our token, but I don't know. I mean, I keep thinking, how can I get more and more people to buy? How can I get more people to mint? Because if you mint, you win. If you mint, the minters have been getting rewarded so well throughout this game. We've been playing with our Uno cards facing out and telling you guys the winning move in this game is just to mint. Is to get some and mint. You can hang on to it as well. Like, we hope that the price will go insane. You can just sell the dark for profit. But the real power comes in the delayed gratification and the betting on dark's future rather than betting on its present. So I can't put it any more plainly than that. Like, we went from 11% of the token in the hands of people outside of the project to 2.7%. And I would love to see that go down smaller and smaller and smaller, because yeah. And Casey wasn't here earlier, but I was talking about liquidity. We will probably see some liquidity fluffing up on the exchanges here. Pink Miss Well and I both agree that this is the bottom of the bottom. So we should be pairing liquidity and pumping with Hex, pumping with Pulse in the future. That's especially on a bloody day like today. Like, this is a day that sucks emotionally, but strategically and logically, there's some moves to be made in this one. when the price comes down and you can reload, when the founders are reloading. I'm just saying. Other than that, I got to go to bed. I have work tomorrow, which is weird. Casey's candle sounds like a crypto coin. It really does sound like a crypto coin. Casey's candle. Maybe if we like shoot pink mist well into the atmosphere and we have 99.9% in the hands of the pink mist well, maybe we'll move on to Dragon Believer, or we'll launch Casey's candle. Casey's candle is cool. That would be one that would be fun to pump. Like I said, Alamo and TFC realized that all you have to do is launch a token and then buy out the bots, shake out the bots. And then if you have, I don't know, a couple $100,000 on the side or $300,000 on the side to pump the price, you can paint whatever chart you want. Now, granted, people are going to hit that level of take profit, FOMO, and they're going to sell and take off. But if that supply is scarce, it's so easy to keep pumping up. Please don't make me famous that way, LOL. No, it would be a good famous, but Casey's candle, like that's a thing. Pink Miss Well won't be at these prices for long. CryptoCat 46. Do you know something I don't know? All I know is it might pump before the liquidity hits. So it might be worth falling on your sword and picking up some Pink Miss Well at these prices. And dark is just its own thing. Like I said, I all I know is that 97.2 or 92.7% of that stuff is in the hands of like smart contracts that can't dump, and a handful of wells that, yeah. Anyways, I want you guys to remember that what you do matters. I want to let all of you guys remind you guys that you matter, that you are more valuable than you can wrap your head around. It would blow your mind. You know, if your mind is blown at 43 dark being paid out per winner, then it would be blown way, way more if you were to see the value and the energy and the beauty that each one of us is. That's, you know, experiencing this thing we call life and earth right now. I think we come from a really cool place. At least that's my belief. So yeah, just soak that in and just remember your worth just the way you are right now. So other than that, believe in yourself. Do you want to leave them with anything and then tell them how they can follow you on Twitter?
Oh, well, if you really want to, you can follow me at Rescued Robert on Twitter. That's where I'm fairly active. Of course, most of what I'm sharing, if you're a Hexagon, you're already aware of, because I'm sharing anything from anyone in no permissions. If they go live, then I'm sharing it. In the Telegram groups, if I see tweets for raid tweets, I'm reposting those. And lately, I've begun using Grok Imagine to animate videos, animate pictures that different Hexagons have posted, including one in the collective, that top one in the collective. I replied to that artwork because that one's animated now. The reply is animated. You can bring that. I can bring that up here.
There we go. I'm pulling it up. So if I go to X and then I go to the collective communities, the collective, and it's the first one, this one right here from the poem, or this one was Superman?
Oh no, the this one. May the odds. Oh, it's from August 12th. May the odds ever be in your favor. The reply. Here's the reply.
Is there audio to it?
Not really. Just some kind of weird audio. But yeah.
Wow. And so Grok did this with this clip
on my phone. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. It did it with, this is a still picture.
Yeah, you take a still and then you just hold your finger over it, and you can make video using Grok, and boom, it makes it.
Can we do it? Do you think we can do it with this one?
I can do it with all of them.
Because this is not a touch screen, so I can't, or mobile. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Here's Grok up here. So explain this post more.
I haven't.
Let's look at more.
Yeah, I haven't tried it on desktop.
Search. Let's go to Grok here.
I would do on this one. Okay.
Create images, edit image. Is it under edit image, you think?
It'll say create video with Grok.
Let's edit this image of the Sonic Shark right there. Yeah, change cosmic background, teleport straight into a screen, anime from an anime, reimagine this picture, 15th century. No, we want some animation. What's that?
Yeah, I'm just
going to say
done. And I'm going to post it. 1 second.
Animate.
Collective. Ding. Reply. Picture. Boom.
Okay, I messed up because
there.
Shark open, please.
Sending post. The one with that cool background. This one.
Please animate. So it's going to try animating our Sonic Shark here. And yours is you said you did another one up there on.
Yeah, see it's on my background.
Let me pull that up here. Oh wow, that's amazing. So you animated the image behind CryptoCat's J7 poem.
Yep,
that's super cool. Can you post it straight from Grok?
Yeah,
you should be able to, right?
It's posted now in the collective as a reply. I mean, I could post it just straight to the collective. Also.
Well, here's the image. I don't know why there's green in this unless it's still thinking. So I just click on it. It's not really.
Well, I guess.
Oh, it animate. Okay, so when I said animate, it turned it into a cartoon version of it. What I wanted was to make it a video.
Well, let's do Superman.
Please
make video with Grok.
Please make video. See if it makes a video of the Sonic Shark. And I can't believe how cool yours came out with the with that poem. I just went over to the other channel and gave you a shout out, Max. Seems crazy to people streaming on two different channels when we're all in support of the same thing. We need to stand together in the tokens we both believe in and invest in. Seems crazy to me. Why would you stream two channels when you can bring audiences together to support the tokens you believe in? That is amazing. Yeah, so CryptoCat, he's a big fan of that. So post that if you can, because he would love to download one of those. Okay, wait, it says, I'm unable to create videos directly. I can help you with the next week's thing, generate a series of images, animation. No. How did you get yours to animate?
Oh,
is it just one of these plus?
I have Grok AI installed in my iPhone.
Okay.
And so you just on any post where there's a still image, just hold your finger down on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the menu comes up and it says make video with Grok or make video using Grok.
Yeah. So Grok is a liar right here. Tell me I can't create videos.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it's on the desktop.
It probably is. I would have to play on this on my phone.
I think I'm not sure if it's available for Android yet, but I don't have Twitter installed in my Android device yet. I really need to because most of the other stuff is there. So if I see something on Telegram, like a raid tweet, I have to go down to my computer and then repost, post it.
Did you get the Superman one to animate? All right. So what's he doing here?
It's in the reply. I'll bring it. I'll bring up my reply.
Let me make you big Here, let's go big like this, so you can
Oh,
see it.
I need to turn off the zoom.
that.
I have to. Let's see. How can I do this? Because I stretched the screen. Oh. Seems he's well hung there.
Yeah. Wow.
I can make that a little bigger.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, keep posting these in the community. I'll retweet them. I think they're awesome.
I can do that to every artwork if you want.
That would be cool.
Because it doesn't take too long. And it's a reply to someone's artwork, so it's not like, oh wait, why am I not following him? There, fix that.
A month you would have to pay if you separately subscribe to just ChatGPT 5. There's no wind in space. Everyone's a critic. That's your image. Why does he have a cape if there's no wind in space? I don't know. I thought you were going to say in space no one can hear you scream. All right.
I remember that. Space, no one can hear you scream.
We went out.
I saw that movie too. I forgot the name of it.
This crazy video called Bad Man, which I want to play it again. It's really fun. It's a really trippy, crazy video. If you guys haven't seen it.
Oh, I remember that one. That's a good one.
And then Unbound is also one of my favorite songs ever. So I'm actually going to start with Unbound. Then I'm going to go into Ganja White, LSD, LS Dream, Bad Man. So we're gonna end on those two. We're going to go out on those two. Let me check really quick. Make sure I don't miss anything here from comments. If you guys comment, I'll pop that on screen here in a little bit. But yeah, let's pull us off of the screen. And we're going to start with playing Unbound by Cathedrals. Cathedrals is an interesting band. I fell in love with them and totally love almost all of their songs. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool to see these guys in concert. So I looked them up and I think they broke up in 2004. Like They had broken up or not made any more music for over a decade by the time I found them. It was a real bummer. But anyways, we're going to play Cathedral and we'll play Ganja next. So check this out. And we love you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Having you tonight, I will bring you unbound. Oh, there's something inside that stirs when I see you. When you're on the top, I'll nurse you back to peace. Pick up the phone and talk like I'm crazy. Oh, there's something inside that stirs when I see you. How watches every thread undoes itself. And when you come around, I'll nurse you back to pieces. I'll nurse you back to pieces. Looking back tonight, I said, I said, I said, I'll find your missing pieces. I love you back to pieces. Oh, oh, there's something inside that stirs when I see you.
Yeah, that one's a banger. That one's so good. All right. Hang on, here we go. Now we're going to go into ganja. Let's double check our comments. Farts wouldn't smell either. In space. Thanks, Kate. Maybe inertia from stopping so fast. Is the cape reacting to solar flare energies? That's a good idea. That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, cape wouldn't wave in space. What are you talking about, Steve Stash? All right, so anyways, go back into Bad Man by Ganja White Knight and LS Dream. This is such a fun video.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Really quick before this goes, my favorite move of this entire thing is when the alien mushroom head does the arm wave side to side. Like that one gets me every time. It looks like it's not alone. We might actually dip into another one of these possibly, but yeah. So, oh man. So here's this guy right here. Anyway, enjoy the movie, the video.
My sound are the heavyweight sound. My sound it a jungling sound. My sound make the crowd gather round. My sound where the people them love. My sound it a play rubber dub. My sound make them run out of town. Come and say kill all sound. My sound are the people sound. My sound are the heavyweight sound. My sound it a jungling sound. My sound make the crowd gather round. My sound it a jungling sound. My sound it a jungling sound. My sound it a jungling sound. Kill every sound. Kill all sound. Come is a kill our sound. Come is a kill our sound. Come is a kill our sound. Kill our sound.
Nice. I checked this one out. Our Subtronics Womp Portal. That one looks pretty cool. And then there's Liquid Stranger Jungle Juice, which is also looks like it's a 14 million. We're gonna go with the 14 million instead of the 3 million, just by popularity here. Ganja White Knight Liquid Stranger. Coming up.
A snake-snatching, bushwhacking adventure. An unfathomable, incredible, strange journey. Deep in the jungle. Lost in the jungle, 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 jungle. Lost in the jungle. Lost in the jungle, 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 jungle. Lost in the jungle. With thousands of lidless eyes watching your every move. Where do you turn?
Good stuff. Oh man, that's pretty trippy. Pretty trippy. It looks like but we'll be jumping into Ganja White Night a little bit more in the future. Farts would offer proportion though. Good point. And then look at this right here. No, let's do this. Look at this animation of Steve Stashes right here. That's very, very cool. Believe it yourself. Like I said, please continue Rocket Blast. Please continue to post these in our community. Thank you so much.
Roger.
Love you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. If I wake up early, we'll do a coffee stream. If I don't wake up early, maybe I'll do a lunch break stream.
You have to be
from work
out of my room for about 30 to 45 minutes tomorrow because it's an open house. Because this place is being sold, so I have to find a new place to live, and I'm working on that. So yeah, getting paid by the person that said they were going to pay me would help.
Yeah.
With that being said, still working on it.
What do you think about moving to Hexaco? Let's say a Hexagon sets up, 20, 40 acres somewhere. They have some basic hookups or some basic little tiny houses to stay in. Would you consider living in one of the Hexaco locations?
I would. As long as there's high-speed internet, which I don't mind paying for.
Yeah, I think Hexicans are addicted to the internet and crypto. Yeah. So I bet you're going to have a lot of Starlink around, if nothing else.
I spend a lot of time engaging with people. I mean, here with Hexicans, of course, but also friends in Japan, because I have a lot of friends in Japan, and I'm working on making more all the time. But I have a friend in Istanbul who I'm quite fond of. And where else? I guess some of them are in the Philippines, but the main ones. A lot of them are in Japan. The ones I've known for more than 10 years, some of them like 15, are in Japan. They're expats in Japan who used to have huge YouTube thing. We were part of the J vlogging community back in the day. And,
beautiful.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, have a great night. Believe in yourself. Thank you for joining me on stream. I think CryptoCat tried joining us for a second and I missed him, or he just came in, dropped in, said hi. Either way, we're going to be going over this stuff and counting down. These 9 days are going to be insane and exciting. And who knows what the hell is going to happen in crypto in the next 9 days, next 30 days, next 4 years. I believe it's going to be exciting, whatever happens. So,
yes, indeed.
All right. Love you guys. Ciao.
Love you too. Bye for now.